Hello, and welcome. I'm really glad you're here today. If you're watching this, you probably care about your health, your happiness, and how to make the most of every day. Maybe you've noticed it's getting a little harder to do some things you used to do. Maybe you're just trying to stay active and avoid those aches and pains. Or maybe you simply want to feel more energetic and positive each day. Whatever your reason, you're not alone. Growing older brings changes. It's completely normal. But here's the good news. There are simple things you can do every day to help your body stay strong and your mind stay joyful. And no, it doesn't mean running marathons or eating only kale. In fact, the best changes are small, easy habits you can build into your regular day, just like brushing your teeth or drinking your morning tea. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 daily habits that can help you feel better, move easier, and enjoy life more. These habits are backed by research, but more importantly, they really work in everyday life. You don't need expensive equipment, fancy diets, or a complicated routine. What you need is consistency and a little kindness to yourself. Now, why focus on daily habits? Because your daily routine adds up. Just like how a few drops of water fill a glass, your everyday actions, no matter how small, can slowly improve your strength, mood, and even how well you sleep or remember things. These aren't magic tricks, they're tools you can start using today. Even one of them can make a difference. So whether you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or beyond, this video is for you. And if you're caring for an older loved one, this will help you too. Here's what we'll be covering. 1. The first habit is about moving your body in ways that are safe and gentle, but powerful. 2. The second habit is all about how to eat to feel more energetic and protect your bones and muscles. 3. Third, we'll talk about the power of connection. Why talking to someone or sharing a smile can do more than you think. 4. The fourth habit helps your brain stay sharp and focused even as time passes. 5. And last, we'll look at rest, because how well you sleep and relax makes a big difference to your mood and energy. As we go through each one, I'll explain the why, the how, and give you real-life tips. If there's a medical term or a nutrient to remember, don't worry. I'll explain it in simple words and even tell you what foods or actions help. No guessing, no stress. Now, let's begin with the first habit. It's something you already know is good, but today we'll break it down into small steps that really work. Let's talk about moving your body in a way that feels right for you. Habit 1. Move every day. Movement is one of the most powerful tools we have to stay strong as we get older. And when I say move, I don't mean you have to go to a gym, lift heavy weights, or run around the block. Moving your body can be as simple as walking around the house, stretching in a chair, or dancing to your favorite old song in the living room. The goal isn't to push yourself hard. It's to keep your joints, muscles, and heart working in a gentle and steady way. Why is movement so important? As we age, we naturally lose muscle. In fact, after the age of 30, we lose about 3–5% of muscle every 10 years if we don't stay active. That might not sound like a lot, but over time, it adds up. And less muscle means it gets harder to carry groceries, get up from a chair, or climb stairs. You might also feel more tired and off balance. But here's the good news. Movement slows that loss down. In many cases, it even builds muscle back up. And better muscles mean better strength, more energy, and a lower risk of falling. Even just 30 minutes of light movement a day can make a huge difference. You can split that into 3 10-minute sessions if that's easier. So what kind of movement should you do? Let's go through a few options that work well for older adults. 1. Walking. Walking is one of the easiest and most effective ways to move your body. It improves your heart health, strengthens your legs, and helps with balance. Even walking around the house counts. If you have stairs, going up and down a few steps a couple times a day is helpful too. If you can, try to walk outdoors. Just 15–20 minutes in the fresh air can boost your mood, help you sleep better, and even improve memory. Walking with a friend or a neighbor also gives you a chance to connect socially, which we'll talk more about later. 2. Chair exercises. If walking is hard or your knees give you trouble, that's okay. You can do gentle exercises from a chair. Things like lifting your legs, doing small arm circles, or stretching your back while seated can still help keep your body moving. YouTube has many videos for chair exercises for seniors, and they're made to be easy to follow. 3. Light strength exercises. Your muscles love to be challenged, gently. You don't need dumbbells. 2 water bottles or cans of soup can be used as weights to strengthen your arms. You can also use your body weight. Sit down and stand up from a chair slowly several times in a row, or press your hands together in front of your chest and hold for a few seconds. Even doing these types of strength exercises just 2 to 3 times a week helps maintain muscle and support your bones. 4. Stretching and balance work. Stretching keeps you flexible and helps prevent stiffness. Every morning or evening, try to gently reach for your toes or stretch your arms above your head. You can also hold onto the back of a chair and lift one foot off the floor to practice balance. Doing this for 10-15 seconds on each leg can help reduce your risk of falling. Now, some people wonder, how do I know if I'm doing enough? A good way to measure is the talk test. If you're moving and can still talk, but not sing, you're doing light to moderate activity. That's perfect for most people. Of course, before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have heart problems, joint pain, or other conditions, check with your doctor. They might even be able to refer you to a physical therapist who can guide you. One thing I like to suggest to my patients is to treat movement like brushing your teeth. You don't skip brushing because you're tired. You do it because it's part of caring for yourself. Movement is the same. Make it a habit, not a chore. And remember, every little bit counts. If you can't walk far today, stretch your arms. If you're too tired to do your full routine, do half. What matters most is that you don't stop altogether. Let me give you an example. One older gentleman I knew, Mr. Hean, was 78 years old. He used to walk around his neighborhood every day until he had a small stroke. After his recovery, he was afraid to move too much. His daughter encouraged him to start walking just 5 minutes a day inside the house. Over time, that turned into 10, then 15, and before long he was walking around the block again. He told me that walking gave him a sense of control and confidence. He even started sleeping better. So you see, movement is not about doing everything at once. It's about doing what you can today and then doing it again tomorrow. Here's a quick summary of this first habit. Move your body every day, even if it's just a little. Walking, chair exercises, light weights, and stretches all help. Don't aim for perfect, aim for consistent. Listen to your body and celebrate every small step. Now that we've talked about how movement keeps your body strong, let's move on to the next habit. Eating in a way that keeps you energized and supports your health. Habit 2. Eat for energy and strength. We all know the old saying, you are what you eat. And while it might sound simple, it's actually very true, especially as we get older. What you eat every day has a big effect on how much energy you have, how strong your muscles are, how well your bones hold up, and even how you feel emotionally. Now I want to be very clear. Eating for energy and strength doesn't mean you have to follow a strict diet or give up all the foods you love. It just means making some smart, small changes that can help your body get what it needs. Let's go over the most important nutrients and how they help, and I'll give you real food examples so you know exactly what to look for. 1. Protein, for muscles and strength. Protein helps your muscles stay strong and recover when they get weak. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein, so we actually need a little more than when we were younger. The recommendation for older adults is about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. For most people, that's about 60 to 75 grams of protein a day. That might sound like a lot, so here's what that looks like in real food. 1 boiled egg equals 6 grams of protein. 1 palm-sized piece of chicken or fish equals about 20-25 grams. 1 cup of cooked beans equals 15 grams. 1 small container of Greek yogurt equals 15 to 18 grams. So if you eat an egg in the morning, some beans or tofu at lunch, and a small piece of fish at dinner, you're already on track. 2. Calcium and vitamin D for strong bones. Older adults are at higher risk for osteoporosis, which means the bones become weaker and can break more easily. To protect your bones, you need both calcium and vitamin D. You should aim for around 200 milligrams of calcium per day, 800 IU, 20 micrograms of vitamin D per day. To help you imagine that, 1 cup of milk or calcium-fortified plant milk equals 300 milligrams calcium. 1 cup of cooked broccoli equals about 60 milligrams calcium. One slice of cheese equals around 200 millimoles calcium. A small bowl of tofu made with calcium equals around 200-300 millimolar. So if you have a glass of milk in the morning, a piece of cheese with lunch, and some tofu with dinner, you're probably getting close to your calcium goal. As for vitamin D, it's a bit harder to get from food. Here are some examples. 3 ounces of cooked salmon equals 400-600 IU. 1 egg equals 40 IU. Fortified orange juice, 1 cup, equals about 100 IU. That means a serving of salmon plus a fortified juice in the day can help a lot. Still, many older adults need a vitamin D supplement. It's small and easy to take. Talk to your doctor about the right dose for you. 3. Fiber for digestion and heart health. As we age, our digestion can slow down. You might feel constipated more often or notice your stomach feels heavy. Fiber helps with that. It also lowers cholesterol and helps prevent heart disease. Women over 50 should aim for 21 grams of fiber daily, and men should aim for 30 grams. What does that look like? 1 apple, with skin, equals 4 grams. 1 slice of whole wheat bread equals 2 grams. 1 cup of cooked lentils equals 15 grams. 1 small sweet potato equals 3 or 4 grams. So eating 1 apple, 1 cup of lentils, and a slice of whole wheat bread already gives you over 20 grams. Also, don't forget to drink more water when you eat more fiber. It helps everything move more smoothly. 4. Healthy fats for your brain and heart. Not all fat is bad. In fact, healthy fats, like those found in nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish, are very good for your brain and your heart. Try to include small amounts of these fats daily, a handful of almonds or walnuts, a teaspoon of olive oil on your vegetables, a serving of salmon, sardines, or mackerel twice a week. These fats also help you feel full longer, so you're less likely to snack on sugary foods. 5. Cut back on things that don't help. Try to eat less. Sugary drinks like soda or sweet tea, processed meats like sausage or hot dogs, foods with too much salt, canned soups, salty snacks. These foods can make your blood pressure rise, affect your memory, and make you feel tired. You don't have to cut them out completely, but try to eat them less often. Now let's talk about meal timing. Some older adults skip meals because they're not hungry or they're too tired to cook. But skipping meals can make your energy drop, and it can cause muscle loss. It's better to eat smaller meals more often, especially if your appetite is small. Even 4 to 5 small meals a day can keep your energy steady. And here's a tip. Keep some healthy snacks ready. A boiled egg, a banana, a slice of cheese, or a handful of nuts are all great choices. They're easy to grab, and they keep you strong between meals. Let me tell you about a woman I knew, Mrs. Lan. She was 83 and living alone. She told me she was always tired and didn't eat much because cooking felt like too much work. When her daughter started prepping small meals in containers each week, rice with vegetables and tofu, or soup with shredded chicken, Mrs. Lan started eating more regularly. Her strength improved, and so did her mood. Sometimes just having food ready makes all the difference. Here's a quick summary of this second habit. Eat enough protein to protect your muscles. Get calcium and vitamin D for strong bones. Add more fiber for digestion and heart health. Choose healthy fats like nuts and olive oil. Eat small, regular meals to keep your energy up. You don't need fancy meals. You just need to eat a little bit of the right foods every day. Your body and your mood will thank you. Next, we're going to talk about something just as important as food and movement: staying connected to others. Habit 3. Stay connected with others. Let's talk about something that's often overlooked, but just as important as eating well or staying active: staying connected to other people. Humans are social by nature. We're built for connection through talking, listening, smiling, and sharing. And as we get older, these connections become even more important. Why? Because feeling lonely or isolated can affect both your mental and physical health. You might be surprised to hear this, but studies show that being socially isolated can have a similar effect on health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's a big deal. But here's the good news. Building and maintaining connection doesn't mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Even a few simple moments each day, like a phone call, a short chat with a neighbor, or sharing tea with a friend can boost your mood and protect your brain. Let's break it down. How loneliness affects your health. When you feel lonely or disconnected, your body can actually react like it's under stress. You may feel tired, your sleep might suffer, and your immune system can get weaker. You might notice your memory gets worse, or that you feel down more often. People who stay socially connected are more likely to stay mentally sharp, recover from illness more quickly, have lower blood pressure, feel more confident and less anxious. So let's talk about simple daily ways to build connection. 1. Talk to at least one person each day. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. A quick chat with a neighbor, a short call to your son or daughter, or even saying hello to someone at the market counts. If you live with someone, make time to sit down together, even if it's just 10 minutes with tea. If you live alone, set a goal to call one friend or family member each day. You can even write a list of people you enjoy talking to and rotate through them during the week. 2. Join a group, club, or activity. If you're able to go out, check if your local community center has any clubs or groups for older adults. Many areas have walking groups, gardening clubs, or even book circles. Not only do these give you something to look forward to, but they help you meet new people who understand what you're going through. If you can't get out easily, consider an online group. Some seniors use messaging apps or join social media groups to stay in touch with others who share similar interests like cooking or even singing. 3. Connect through helping. One of the best ways to feel connected is to help someone else. This could be as simple as calling a younger family member to encourage them, sharing a recipe with a friend, or helping a neighbor water their plants. Even small acts of kindness give us a sense of purpose and make us feel valuable. And when we feel useful, we feel happier. 4. Try new ways to stay in touch. Technology can feel a bit scary, but it can also be a powerful tool for staying close to others. If you've never tried video calls before, maybe ask a grandchild or neighbor to show you how. Seeing someone's face, even if they live far away, makes a huge difference. You can use apps like Zoom, Zalo, Facebook Messenger, or FaceTime to talk and see each other at the same time. Even voice messages can feel warmer than just texting. And remember, it's okay to ask for help learning something new. People are often happy to show you how to use a phone or tablet if it helps you stay connected. 5. Talk to someone about how you're feeling. If you feel sad, worried, or low more often than usual, talk to someone about it. It could be a friend, a family member, a doctor, or even a spiritual leader. There's no shame in saying, "I feel lonely." In fact, sharing that feeling can open doors for better support. Many communities offer friendly visitor programs or phone check-ins for older adults. Let me tell you a quick story. Mr. Bao was 82 and widowed. He told me, "After my wife passed, I didn't feel like talking to anyone. I just stayed inside and watched TV." Over time, he started feeling more tired and had no motivation to do anything. One day, his granddaughter helped him join a small group at the community center for people who liked traditional music. He started going every Tuesday. At first, he just sat and listened, but slowly he began to sing along, laugh, and even help organize little shows. His energy came back. He started eating better and sleeping better. When I saw him again, he said, "I didn't realize how much I missed being around people." So if you've been feeling alone, please know you are not the only one. And there are ways to feel better. What if I'm shy or don't know where to start? That's okay. Start small. Smile at someone you see often. Send a message. Say hello to the mail carrier. Each step counts. You don't need to suddenly become outgoing. Just stay open. Here's a short list to help you stay socially active. Call a friend or family member once a day. Join one group, club, or weekly activity. Help someone in a small way each week. Use video or voice messages to stay in touch. Talk to someone if you feel sad or lonely. You matter. Your stories, your voice, and your presence matter. And the more you connect, the stronger you'll feel, inside and out. Next, let's move on to another habit that supports your brain and memory, keeping your mind active and sharp. Habit 4. Keep your brain active. Now, we're going to talk about something that many people worry about as they get older: memory, focus, and mental sharpness. It's natural to forget things from time to time, like where you left your keys or someone's name, but there are things you can do every day to help keep your mind sharp and clear. Your brain is like a muscle. If you use it, it stays strong. If you don't, it weakens over time. The good news is, just like exercise helps your body, mental activity helps your brain. And no, this doesn't mean you need to go back to school or do difficult puzzles. Even small, fun activities can make a big difference. Let's look at some simple ways to keep your brain working well every day. 1. Learn something new. The brain loves to learn. Every time you learn a new skill or try something different, your brain builds new connections. This helps improve memory, problem solving, and focus. Here are some simple things to try. Learn a new recipe. Try using a smartphone or tablet if you haven't before. Learn to play a musical instrument, even a simple one. Take up a new hobby like drawing, knitting, or origami. Practice using a few words of a new language. It doesn't have to be perfect. The process of learning is what matters most. 2. Read every day. Reading keeps your mind active, helps you focus, and improves vocabulary. It doesn't matter if it's a novel, a magazine, the newspaper, or even subtitles on TV. Just spending 20-30 minutes a day reading can benefit your brain. If your eyesight makes reading difficult, try audiobooks. They're like listening to someone tell a story, and they're easy to find online or in libraries. 3. Do brain-friendly games. Games that challenge your thinking are great for brain health. These can be fun and simple. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, word search games, card games like solitaire or memory match, strategy games like chess or dominoes. Even playing matching games on your phone or tablet is helpful. The key is to challenge your brain, not just do the same thing over and over. 4. Talk and share stories. Talking with other people is also a great way to keep your brain sharp. Telling stories from your life, talking about your day, or even discussing news or TV shows all help with memory and speaking skills. One simple idea is to share a memory with someone close to you each day. Try starting with, "When I was your age, do you remember the time we... Let me tell you about my first job." This kind of sharing not only helps you remember, but also brings joy to others. 5. Sleep well for better memory. Yes, sleep affects your brain health. During sleep, your brain sorts through all the information it received during the day. It stores important memories and gets rid of the things you don't need. Most older adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. If you have trouble sleeping, here are some tips. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid caffeine or heavy meals close to bedtime. Keep your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Avoid using screens, TV, phones right before bed. If you still can't sleep well, talk to your doctor. Lack of sleep can lead to confusion, poor memory, and mood changes. 6. Move your body to move your brain. Remember habit 1? Physical exercise helps your brain too. When you walk, dance, or stretch, your brain gets more blood and oxygen. That improves focus, reaction time, and even mood. Even 20-30 minutes of gentle movement a day helps improve brain function. So if you're doing your morning exercises or walking to the market, you're already helping your brain. 7. Watch what you eat. Your brain loves certain foods. Certain foods are especially good for brain health. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, full of omega-3, which helps memory. Blueberries contain antioxidants that protect brain cells. Nuts and seeds give you vitamin E, which supports brain function. Whole grains like brown rice and oats give your brain steady energy. Try adding some of these to your meals. Even a handful of walnuts or a small bowl of oatmeal can help. Let me tell you about Mr. Hean. He was 79 and had started forgetting small things. He said he often lost his train of thought and didn't feel sharp anymore. We suggested he try something new each day, reading a new book, learning to use a smartphone, and calling his nephew to tell old family stories. Within a month, he told us, "I feel more awake. I laugh more. I even remembered where I put my glasses." It wasn't magic. It was just regular mental activity. So here's a quick checklist for keeping your brain healthy. Read or listen to something interesting every day. Play simple thinking games or puzzles. Try a new hobby or skill. Talk and share your stories. Get good sleep. Eat brain-friendly foods. Keep moving. You don't have to do everything at once. Even adding just one brain-friendly activity to your day is a great start. Your brain can grow and change at any age. You just have to give it a little attention. Next, we'll talk about something that many people don't consider a habit, but it's one of the most important: taking care of your emotions and mindset. Habit 5. Take care of your emotions. Approx 1,000 words. Now let's talk about something that lives quietly inside of us, but affects everything: our emotions, how we feel inside. As we get older, life brings many changes. Some are good, like watching grandchildren grow. Others are difficult, like losing a partner, feeling lonely, or dealing with health problems. It's okay to feel sad, anxious, or frustrated. These are human feelings, but what matters is how we handle them. If we care for our emotional health, we feel stronger, sleep better, think more clearly, and enjoy life more. So how can you take care of your emotional well-being every day? Let's go through some simple habits. 1. Start the day with calm, not worry. Many older adults wake up feeling anxious or already thinking about problems. But starting the day in a peaceful way can help set the tone for everything. Try this. Sit quietly for a few minutes after waking up. Take 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths. Think of one thing you're thankful for. You might say something like, "I'm thankful I woke up today. I'm thankful the sun is shining. I'm thankful I can still walk to the kitchen." It may seem small, but this shifts your brain away from worry and toward peace. 2. Let your feelings out. Holding in sadness, anger, or fear can make them grow bigger inside you. But when you talk about your feelings or express them, they become lighter. You don't have to see a therapist, although that can help too. You can talk to a friend, a neighbor, your child, or even write your thoughts down in a notebook. One simple daily practice. Take 5 minutes before bed. Write down how your day felt. One sentence is enough. "Today I felt tired but proud I did my walk." This helps release stress and improve sleep. 3. Laugh often. Laughter is like a medicine for the soul. It releases feel-good chemicals in the brain and helps relax your body. People who laugh every day are less likely to feel depressed or anxious. So make it a habit. Watch a funny show. Talk to someone who makes you laugh. Remember funny moments from your past. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Yes, even that helps. Even fake laughing can trick your brain into feeling better. Try it. It's true. 4. Focus on what you can do. As we get older, some things become harder. That's normal. But instead of thinking, "I can't do this anymore," try saying, "Here's what I still can do." For example, I can't walk fast, but I can walk slowly and enjoy the view. I can't lift heavy pots, but I can make tea and toast. I can't travel far, but I can enjoy talking to my grandchild online. Focusing on what you can do brings strength, not sadness. 5. Create a routine. Having a daily routine gives your day structure. This helps reduce anxiety and confusion. Your routine doesn't need to be busy. Just having simple steps like wake up, stretch, eat breakfast, go for a short walk or call a friend, rest, read or listen to music, have dinner, relax, and sleep on time. This keeps your mind stable and prevents feelings of restlessness or sadness. 6. Limit negative news. The world can be heavy sometimes. Watching the news too much, especially sad or scary news, can make us feel worried, helpless, or angry. Try to limit your news time to 15-30 minutes a day. Choose trusted sources and don't watch the same bad story over and over again. Balance it with positive things, uplifting stories, nature videos, music, or family photos. 7. Ask for help when you need it. One of the bravest things you can do is say, "I need help." Whether it's for your health, your feelings, or even household chores, asking for help is not weakness. It shows strength and wisdom. Talk to a doctor if you feel down or hopeless every day. You've lost interest in things you used to enjoy. You have trouble sleeping for weeks. You feel anxious all the time. These can be signs of depression or anxiety. and they can be treated. You are not alone. 8. Find meaning and purpose. Having a purpose gives you a reason to get up in the morning. For some, it's caring for grandchildren. For others, it's growing flowers or teaching someone how to cook a traditional dish. You can ask yourself, what makes me feel useful? What small thing can I give or share with someone else today? Even giving advice to a younger person or teaching an old song to a child brings meaning. Let me tell you about Ms. Lan. She lost her husband 5 years ago and stopped doing many of the things she loved. She felt lonely and empty. One day her neighbor asked if she could help teach a local child how to read Vietnamese poems. At first, she didn't think much of it, but she agreed. Slowly, she started preparing poems, looking forward to their visits and smiling again. Now she says, helping that child helped me remember who I am. It's these small acts that light the soul. So here's your emotional health checklist. Start each day with calm thoughts. Express your feelings. Talk, write, or pray. Laugh every day, even a little. Focus on what you can do. Create a simple daily routine. Limit upsetting news. Ask for help when needed. Find meaning in small actions. Your emotional health is just as important as your physical health. When you feel strong inside, everything else becomes easier. Let's take a moment to look back at what we've learned today. These 5 daily habits may sound simple, but together, they can truly change how you feel, move, think, and live. 1. Move your body to keep muscles strong and energy flowing. 2. Eat healthy meals to nourish your body and mind. 3. Stay connected to feel loved, supported, and not alone. 4. Keep your brain active to stay sharp and curious. 5. Care for your emotions because how you feel inside shapes your whole life. You don't need to change everything all at once. Start with one small habit. Build it into your day. Then add another. Over time, your body and heart will feel the difference. Remember, you are still growing, still matter. You still have so much to give. Thank you for taking the time to care for yourself today. You deserve to live each day with strength, peace, and joy. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with someone you care about. And don't forget, you're never too old to build a better, happier life. Take care and stay strong.